Welcome to Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia.
Hi, everybody. Mom, hi.
Hi.
What were you waiting for?
I guess I was waiting for Hi Felicia.
So, everybody, we're doing like a mini episode. It's not going to be a full episode. I'm not feeling too good. Visiting day for my son is tomorrow. And I'm stressed about a lot of things. We were supposed to have Ryan Bailey on from So Bad It's Good. But I had to reschedule him because I'm just not at 100% energy level for him. And when I talk to him, I want to just go deep on all things like Housewives, Love Island, and of course, Tom Sandoval. So we're just going to, talk about some big points of the week, and then I'll throw it to Casey.
I'm just going to throw in a lot of sound effects.
Okay. All right. It's funny because when we recorded last week, and then like that night, all these, the Trump shooting and all the deaths came out. It was wild. So the one thing I do want to say is the Richard Simmons. We were like obsessed with that podcast, Missing Richard Simmons, and he dropped a bonus episode today. And the story is that he fell the day before he passed away, and the next day his maid Teresa found him.
Oh, he fell.
He fell the night before. Also, he was signed up to do a Diane Sawyer interview, which is interesting because that would have been his first public appearance.
Right.
Also, the podcaster said, great podcast, by the way, if you've never heard Missing Richard Simmons, it literally inspired us to dress Lennon up as Richard Simmons for Halloween, is that he would leave his house dressed as the maid.
To avoid being recognized.
Which I thought was really interesting. Side note, Lennon dressed as Richard Simmons.
When he was, a year or two?
No, he was like 3.
No, he wasn't.
Two.
He had the wig on.
Yeah.
He was a year.
He wasn't a year. When he was a year, he was 11 from Stranger Things.
He was 2.
Fine, he was 2. When he was 3, he was Pee-wee.
That's right.
So side note, Pee-wee passed away last summer.
Well, okay.
He dressed as Richard Simmons. Richard passed away this summer.
Right.
Are we concerned that Michael J. Fox is next? Because Lennon did dress up as Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. So I know I'm just saying it's weird.
Dark shit.
It's weird. So, and it's sad. Casey and me are arguing about Big Brother because Casey didn't want to start it, but I have to start it for one reason, the podcast. So Casey, is there anything you want to say about Big Brother?
Why didn't Casey want to start it? Because
I promised Lennon I would save it for him.
Right. But can you watch it again?
Yeah, that's what I said.
If it was once a week, I would watch it again. But watching 3 episodes a week.
Oh, it's 3.
If he's gone for,
not as much as Love Island.
He's not coming home for another 4 weeks. So that's 12 episodes to pretend I didn't already watch.
You could say, I feel like Lennon is the type to be okay with a YouTube recap. What do you think?
I just think it's the one show we watch as a family, we enjoy as a family.
Darren Karp asked to come on and discuss
Who's
Big
more
Brother.
important to you, Darren Karp or Lennon Quinn Ellis?
I
love Darren Karp too.
Darren Karp trumps Casey. I'm just kidding. Lennon trumps everybody. But Lennon doesn't even know. I know what you're saying. I think you guys will do, we could do a rewatch with him. Or why don't we watch till we have to talk to Darren and then we'll stop.
I don't know. I got to do some serious soul searching about this.
All right, do the soul searching. Mom,
yes.
Did you watch? So there's a Faye Dunaway documentary out.
Yes, I did.
We watched it. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I mean, I think she's in her 80s, and I realized how old I am, and I go, geez, she's not that much older. I mean, I thought she was way older than me, but apparently I'm delusional. So
she's in her 80s. I thought she's like AD.
I don't know.
Casey, how old is she?
They said
she admits how difficult she was.
Yes, she does.
She was wow.
Well, she had what she have schizophrenia or bipolar. She had something, which probably cleared a lot up for her.
Faye Dunaway is 83 years old.
83.
Yeah, she the part where she admits one time somebody used Blistex on her. The Blistex, and now she has to use Blistex every time.
Right.
I was like, oh my God.
She was gorgeous when she was younger.
She was.
Gorgeous.
She was. And I was intrigued. I only really saw Mommy Dearest. I was upset with myself that I hadn't seen her movies.
You haven't seen Bonnie
so
and
I
Clyde.
watched, I never saw Bonnie and Clyde, but I watched Network right after.
That's very good. I think
Network it won
awards.
It won Oscars.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is with the movie Network, nothing's changed. People, do all crazy shit for television.
Right.
But I thought it was great.
And now they're doing crazy shit for TV and Instagram and
Yeah,
TikTok.
social
so it's-
media.
yeah,
But
social
I
media.
found like this movie still lands. It was, it took place in 1978.
I know.
Like,
That's
it's
good.
insane.
And then you really have to try Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay, I will try Bonnie and Clyde.
Gene Hackman, Warren Beatty, and of course, and there's, it's a really excellent cast.
The story when she says Roman Polanski pulled her hair was so messed up. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He pulled her hair. Meanwhile, he was married to Sharon Tate when Sharon Tate was murdered.
That's right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you think then he became a sexual predator?
I don't. I wasn't there. I wasn't living with him. It was hard to tell.
You recommend the doc? Yeah, it was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's quick
I loved.
watch.
Did you love her son, Liam?
Yeah.
I loved her son.
and he had a baby, and that's like her.
I love her son.
Yeah.
He's adopted.
Right.
When
It
he was like
lovely.
a baby.
Yeah, he was a newborn.
I loved him.
Very
and he
sweet.
said she started out as a normal person trying to be famous, and now she's a famous person
Trying to be normal.
And
Right.
I really enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. I also watched the Simone Biles two-parter on Netflix. Highly recommend it. I thought, this is going to be like a major backstory. Very little backstory, all about Tokyo. How she, had to say, I can't do this anymore.
Right. For mental health.
Mental health, but more than mental health, and I didn't realize this, sometimes gymnasts get something called the twisties, okay?
Yes, but I don't know. Yes, I heard her say that, but I
She
don't.
gets the twisties.
Which is what? In your head?
It's when your body and your mind aren't like connecting.
In sync.
And what could happen when you have the twisties and she runs out to do her vault and it completely changes because it's not in sync. What the fear of that is she could hurt herself.
Well, obviously.
So yes, it's part mental health, but part it was her safety.
Right. She did the right thing.
I mean, wow. I feel like I want to watch the gymnast Paris Olympics just to see her.
And
She's
you should.
the pressure on this girl.
It's huge.
It's unbelievable.
She'd probably be better off not doing it anymore. She's done her thing. She's made.
She didn't want to leave her last mark.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
that.
and
All right.
it's true.
Hopefully this year works out.
It's
better for her.
true.
You hate the Olympics, though.
I know. I'm not a fan.
I'm not
I
a
think they're
fan.
boring. It's because I was raised with you. We never watched it.
This will be we've been together for 15 years almost. So this will be our third or fourth Olympic cycle together, and you are adamant that you will not watch the
Okay,
Olympics.
stand
every
by.
year.
Sometimes I'll tune into an ice skating.
Oh,
I mean,
said
come
the
on.
only thing I watch
Because
is
when
the
I-
ice skating,
yeah,
whether
because
they're
of my-
pairs or sing, whatever.
Because I was
They're
raised
fat.
with
I'm
Nancy
talking
Kerrigan.
Summer Olympics.
Summer Olympics do nothing for me.
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
now, Simone, let's go.
Right.
Wait, so you were never into the Olympics,
No.
which is why I'm not into the Olympics.
Apparently, I guess I didn't have it on, so you didn't watch it. Now,
Nod to my neighbor, best friend, Lindsay's sister-in-law is going to be in the Olympics representing Canada for running.
Running. Oh, I'm so impressed
So,
with that.
Yeah.
That's good for her.
Bree Scott. So
Yeah.
very exciting. So yeah, I will tune in. Also, I started we discussed this last week. I was like, maybe I'll start Real Housewives of Orange County, 18 seasons. I'm like, you know what? Let me just try.
Oh, you never watched it?
Never.
I watched it in the beginning. It was good in the beginning.
Let me tell you something. I started and I was like, let me see if I feel behind. I was like, I'm fucking in. I am A, loving it. B, because I read, all the things online, I'm very in tune with a lot of these women.
Did you start at season 1?
I told you. I said I just started season 18. Didn't I just say that?
No, you did
I
not.
think so. Right. So you didn't start sometimes.
I didn't start season 1.
So you don't
Jamie,
need
my
to.
best
You
friend's
don't
doing
need to,
season
because
1.
you don't need
No.
to because a lot of those people aren't even in
Changed.
anymore. Yeah.
Heather Dubrow, I knew who she was. Shannon Bedore, that whole story with her and the DUI made news.
Yeah.
So I'm in, and I watched Thursday night's episode, last night's episode live, and I've got questions, and that's what I wanted to ask Ryan about. I'm in. Why does this woman Jen have zero money? I don't understand why she has no money, and she's getting. Understand why she's getting evicted. She can't pay her rent. There's a scene where she's thanking her father because he saved her. She's 46 years old.
I guess he
and it was
paid-
emotional.
Yeah.
I am enjoying these women. I think these women are more likable than Housewives of Dubai women. I'm not caring for the women on Dubai.
I don't either.
But you're not watching
No,
Dubai.
it doesn't matter. I've seen them on
So
Watch What
why
Happens
don't you
Live.
tune in to the new Orange County with me and watch it if you're so bored?
I'll see.
You'll see.
I'll see
All right.
when it's on and if I feel like it.
Did you watch anything else this week?
No, I really did not because I was at the pool a lot and no, just
Lucky you. The Emmys.
well, actually, I wasn't at the pool a lot.
You were. I feel
was-
like you
I
were
was
with me.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Felicia was with me because she's my medical advocate. So thank you, Felicia.
God, I
She's
forgot.
schlepping with me to all the doctor appointments.
Right.
By the way, I want to put out a PSA for Karen Reed. Anyone knows of her? I mean, I don't want to talk to her about the trial. free Karen. I'm pro Karen. I want to talk to her about all of her autoimmune diseases.
Or anybody out there that has not one but two.
I just want to talk to her. The Emmys came out, and fucking Vanderpump and Below Deck got nominated for a reality program.
I think they're all desperate.
What are you talking about?
I told you. So what?
I think like RuPaul usually wins in reality,
Yeah.
right? But is there a different category for reality
There has to be.
competition? There's a reality competition.
That I don't know.
And I respect that there's a reality program,
Then
Emmys, because look at all these producers working so hard.
Then Big Brother would be under that also.
No, they'd be under competition.
Oh, it's not considered a reality. No, okay.
It's competition.
Okay.
You know who got nominated? How To with John Wilson. Outstanding hosted nonfiction series or special. Outstanding writing for a nonfiction program. And
So great segue to that's produced by our boy Nathan Fielder, who we love, right?
yeah.
And you know who got snubbed? Emma Stone for her show The Curse that she did with Nathan. Big snub. Kate Winslet also got snubbed for The Regime.
Wow.
She was so
I
good
know
in The Regime.
But what regular?
The Bear.
Yeah, the
Hacks.
Bear. Again. Right,
The Bear.
Right.
The
And Hacks.
Crown.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
But
what got a
those were all-
ton?
those were
That's
all-
scripted. That's scripted. But you know what got a ton of noms? Shogun.
Right.
I don't know anyone that's seen Shogun.
At all.
Everybody I've talked to that's seen it loves it. I've not heard a bad thing
Who
about
do you know
Shogun.
that's watching Shogun?
I have clients.
Look
They
at
talk about
Casey.
TV.
Casey's really stepping in because I'm low energy.
That's exactly why I'm talking. That's exactly why I'm putting in a shit ton of sound effects in post.
I kept thinking maybe I should give show. I mean, I did watch the original Shogun. I told you with.
I feel like you would love Shogun.
I thought I would also, but it's I have to. Sometimes I'm not in the mindset to watch it. Right.
Oh, also, side note, I am almost done with season 2 of Suits. It got me.
Okay.
I'm liking it. I'm going to stick with it. Season
Great.
2 is
What do
way
you-
better than season 1.
Okay.
And the music is good in it.
Is Megan in it yet?
Megan's been in it since the
In the
beginning.
beginning, right? But she was only in it for 3 seasons or 4.
I don't know. I'll let you
Okay,
know. Oh,
you'll let me know.
she drops out?
She has to. Well, that's when she starts dating.
I thought she started dating Harry when the Suits
After?
was over.
No,
Are you
not when
sure?
it was over.
Oh, look at this,
Well,
Val.
all right, you'll watch it. You'll see.
I'll see.
Right.
No, I'm enjoying it. I'm
good,
enjoying it. It
good.
gives me like a Law and Order vibe where like every week there's like another actress on it who I'm like,
Who
oh,
is
she's
it?
from. You know who is in an episode of Suits? The chick who's in Center Stage. And if anybody knows me, we love Center Stage, the dancer.
Okay. Who? Now we know Harvey. You know Harvey, who's adorable in Suits.
Gabriel mocked.
Okay, and then his other partner,
Louis Litt, who's played by I think Hoffman. Richard?
Lewis, is it like the weird looking
Yes.
guy? Do you
Who I
don't-
kind of love. He was in Boiler Point.
Do you ever
Boiler
remember,
Room?
Do you remember a story about him?
I do, but what is it?
Okay.
Oh, I'm loving that
And
Felicia
one
has a
of-
story.
It's a weird story. One of the times that Daddy was in the hospital, specifically this one was North Shore.
His mother.
What's his name? Rich. What's his name?
I think. Let's call him Louis Litt from Suits.
Okay, Lewis's parents
parents.
were right next door to Daddy. Specifically, his father was a patient, and the mother was visiting. And I don't know. We started talking, and she said her son is.
Oh, he like wasn't there visiting.
He was coming, and I wanted to. And I said to myself, "Should I stay?"
Oh God, you didn't.
No,
That's kind of sad.
I know.
That makes me sad. Also, one of the main characters, it's Pearson and Hardman right now. I'm sure that's going to change. The guy that plays Daniel Hardman was in Billions. So yeah, there's a lot of actors I like on the show.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Mom, what are we watching this coming week?
Like, oh,
So I think drop today, and I could see you if you don't go to the club tonight, but I think you should go because it's so nice out. Find Me Falling with Harry Connick Jr.
yes, I heard him on a talk show, and I really want to.
Let's watch that.
Jess Cagle. He was talking to Jess Cagle on Sirius.
Jess Cagle.
You don't know Jess Cagle?
No.
He was, and he has a woman that is on the show with him, and they just talk about movies and entertainment. But he really has been doing this forever. He was basically, I think, a critic originally.
Oh,
He's a real, yeah. So
Surreal Life is on Tuesday night. Casey, do you think we should
What
do
is that?
Surreal Life?
I don't know.
It's when they throw a bunch of celebrities in a
Who's
house.
on Surreal Life this season that I was interested in? There was somebody on the cast that I thought I would be interested in seeing.
well, does it say who?
Kim Zolciak is on it.
Well, these are reality people. They're not.
And for me to like see a
Oh,
stand-up-
I know exactly who. Tom Hanks' son.
Chet Hanks.
Yes.
Oh, we're in. Chet Hanks, you got to deep dive his insanity, his fake Jamaican accent. There's just so many layers of Chet Hanks.
So we're going to do Find Me Falling with Harry Connick Jr. We're going to stick with Big Brother. Oh, Lady in the Lake. I started.
Apple.
Apple TV, 2 episodes have dropped with
Right.
Natalie Portman. I started.
You're not sure.
No, she plays like very prominent Jewish family. Not that she's prominent, but they're making a lot of Jewish
References.
Yes,
Okay.
lot. Oi, mensch.
Okay.
all the
Well,
things.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, and just our regular weeklies. I'm psyched about Orange County. Actually, I'm really into it, and I'm just going to stick with Suits. And
We have to wait for new shows to drop.
Yeah, that's why there's so many documentaries. I feel like coming.
I
out.
believe that too.
Yeah,
So many.
TV's not doing hot right now.
Yeah.
So thank you guys all. This is just a quick episode to get us through to next week. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
My Felicia, bye, Felicia.